Welcome all. Today let us start our discussion with the dynamics of a block along an inclined plane. Motion of a body along an inclined plane. In last sessions we discussed about the connected system and motion of blocks together, right. So, we know the normal reaction, what is normal reaction, what is contact force, etc. Okay. So, now consider an inclined plane, theta is the angle of inclination. We have a block of mass m placed at the top of this plane. Assume that the plane is smooth, there is no friction at all. Now, what are the forces acting on this block? We know mg, gravitational force, will be acting vertically downward, right. So, the gravity mg will be acting vertically down. Okay. Then definitely the plane will apply a normal reaction. The normal reaction will be perpendicular to this plane, right. That is, this is the direction of the normal reaction. Okay. Now, we can resolve these forces along the plane, along the motion. That is, we know this block will slide down, right. There is no friction at all. So, definitely this block will slide down. Okay. We can resolve these forces along the plane and perpendicular to the plane. Okay. Now, this normal reaction is anyway already perpendicular to this plane. This mg is vertically downward. Okay. We can resolve this mg along this plane and perpendicular to this plane. That is, this is mg, this angle is theta. So, definitely this will be 90 minus theta, right, and this will be theta. Okay. Now, we can resolve this mg into mg sin theta and mg cos theta. Okay. So, we have resolved this mg vertically downward force mg into a component along the motion, a component perpendicular to the motion, or a component along the plane and a component perpendicular to the plane. Okay. That is, we have mg sin theta and mg cos theta. Okay. So, I repeat. So, we have a block of mass m, a normal reaction will be acting up, mg will be acting down, up in the sense perpendicular to the plane. Okay. Now, we resolve this mg along the plane and perpendicular to the plane. Okay. Now, the forces acting on this block we can express it like this. Mg sin theta along the motion, normal reaction perpendicular to the motion or perpendicular to the plane, mg cos theta, right. So, mg was like this, perpendicular to the vertically downward. We have resolved that mg into along the plane and perpendicular to the plane. Now, what will happen to this block? There is a force downward, downward means along the plane. So, due to this force the block will slide down, right. So, what will be the acceleration of this block along the plane? See, mg sin theta is the one and only force acting on this block along the plane. Is there any other force along the plane? No, right. See, we have only mg sin theta. So, due to this mg sin theta, the block will slide down. Now, what will be the acceleration? How do we find the acceleration? We know net force acting as equal to mass of the block into acceleration. So, mg sin theta equal to mg sin theta equal to ma, right, or acceleration a equal to g sin theta, right. So, this is the acceleration of this block along the plane, right. G sin theta will be the acceleration of this block along the plane. So, the block will slide down along the plane with an acceleration g sin theta, right. Now, what about the perpendicular component of the forces? See, we have normal reaction and mg cos theta. We know the block does not have any motion along perpendicular to the plane. So, upward n will be equal to the downward mg cos theta. So, the magnitude of these two will be equal, right, and the directions are opposite, right. So, they get cancelled or there is no motion perpendicular to the plane. So, we can write n equal to mg cos theta. So, the normal reaction in this case will be n equal to mg cos theta. Okay. Now, we get the relation acceleration of the block along the plane is g sin theta and normal reaction is mg cos theta. Okay. Now, we can find the time taken by this block to reach the bottom. Okay. How do we find the time taken to reach the bottom? See, if we have the distance or the length of the plane, S is the total length of the plane. We know this block initially it is placed on the top. So, it starts with 0 velocity, it is just placed on it. So, initial velocity is 0, right. So, it will start sliding down, while sliding its velocity will increase, right, there, or it moves with an acceleration. So, to find the time taken to reach the bottom, how do we find? We can use the equation of motion, that is S equal to ut plus half a t square. So, we have S equal to u 0, right, initially it is at rest. So, u 0 plus half, our acceleration is now how much? G sin theta, g sin theta into t square. Okay. So, we have t equal to how much? 2 s by g sin theta root, right, root of 2 s by g sin theta. Okay. So, this will be the time taken by that block to reach the bottom of the plane. Okay. 2 s by g sin theta root 2 s by g sin theta. G sin theta is the acceleration. Okay. In the same way, we can find the velocity of the block while reaching the bottom. So, how do we find the velocity? We can use the relation v square equal to u square plus 2 a s, right, v square equal to u square plus 2 a s. Okay. That is v square is u initially 0, right, plus 2 g sin theta is the acceleration into s. So, what is v? V equal to root of 2 g s sin theta, right, v equal to root 2 g s sin theta, that will be the velocity of the block on reaching the bottom of the plane. Okay. Velocity of the block on reaching the bottom of the plane will be root 2 g s sin theta. Okay. So, these are the results we will get from this motion of this block along an inclined plane. So, acceleration, that is g sin theta, normal reaction is mg cos theta, time taken to reach the bottom if it is just placed on it root 2 s by g sin theta, velocity on reaching the bottom root 2 g s sin theta. Okay. In this case, we assumed there is no friction at all, that is the plane is smooth. Now, motion of a block over a pulley, motion of blocks So, we have two blocks M1 and M2. These two are connected with the help of a string, inextensible string, and there is a pulley, it is placed over a pulley. Assume that pulley is smooth, okay, and massless pulley, that is what is ideal pulley. There is no friction, okay. Assume that the mass of the pulley is also 0. Okay. Now, what will happen to these blocks? If M1 is greater than M2, what will happen? Due to this weight, definitely it will slide down, right, it will move down, and what will happen to M2? M2 will move up, M1 will move down and M2 will move up. If M1 is greater than M2, if M2 is greater than M1, what will happen? M2 will move down and M1 will move up. Okay. In this case, the acceleration of these two will be same, right. So, acceleration of the first one will be A downward and the second M2 will be A upward, just the direction will be opposite. The magnitude will be same, direction will be opposite. Okay. So, M1 will move down, M2 will move up with the same acceleration, same in the sense magnitude wise they are equal, direction opposite. Okay. Now, what are the forces acting on this blocks M1 and M2? See, definitely there will be a tension, right. The string will apply a force on this block, that is what is called tension, right. So, what is the direction of the tension acting on M1? It will be upward, right. And what about the tension acting on this M2? Also upward, right, same, right. So, the string will apply a force on this block up, here also it will be up, right. So, that T, the direction shows the force acting on the block by the string. Okay. Now, definitely gravitational force mg will be acting down. So, mg will be there, m1g, here also m2g will be there, it will be always downward, right. Gravitational force will be always acting down, vertically down. Now, we need the tension and acceleration. Okay. Draw the free body diagram of M1. So, M1 free body diagram shows the body and forces acting on the body, right, forces on the body. So, what are the forces on M1? T upward and M1g downward, right, T upward and M1g downward. These two T's are equal, tension acting on the string. This is a single string, right. When a single string is placed over a pulley, moving over a pulley, if the pulley is ideal, then tension will be same. Okay. So, tension acting on M1 and M2 are equal. Okay. So, it will be T and this also T. Now, what is happening here? The block M1 is moving down, M1 is moving down, right. So, what is the force equation? M1 g minus T equal to M1 A, right. Force acting on this M1 is M1 g downward, T upward. So, M1 g minus T equal to M1 A. Okay. So, we have equation 1. Now, what about M2, force acting on M2? Draw the free body diagram. We have M2 here. What are the forces? M2g downward and T upward, right, T. Which is greater in this case? In this first case, we took M1g greater than T, right, because we know the block is moving down. So, definitely the downward force should be greater than the upward force. So, that is why we subtract this T from m1g, that is m1g is greater than T. Now, what about this second block? What are the forces? T up and m2g down. We know m2 is moving up. So, which will be greater, T or m2g? Which will be greater? Definitely T will be greater, right. So, we can write T minus m2g equal to m2a, right, because T is greater. We know, we assume that m1 is greater than m2. So, m1 will move down, m2 will move up. So, m1g will be greater than T, that is why it is moving down. Here m2 is moving up. So, T should be greater than m2g. So, the equation will be T minus m2g equal to m2a. Okay. Now, we need the acceleration. So, how do you find the acceleration here? Add these two, right. So, add these two equations. So, T get cancelled. Now, we will get m1g minus m2g equal to m1 plus m2 into a, right. m1g minus m2g equal to m1 plus m2 into a. So, what is a? A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Okay. m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. So, this will be the acceleration of these two blocks. Okay. So, m1 will move down with acceleration, m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g, and m2 will move up with acceleration, same, right. The direction will be just opposite, magnitude will be same. Okay. So, here we assumed that m1 is greater than m2. If it is the other way around, m2 is greater than m1, what will happen? m2 will move down, m1 will move up. Okay. The magnitude of the acceleration will be same, direction will be just opposite. Okay. It will be, instead of m1 minus m2, we can take m2 minus m1. Okay. m2 minus, if m2 is greater than m1, we can take m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. The magnitude wise same, right, same result we will get, but the acceleration direction will be opposite, that is m2 will move down, m1 will move up. Okay. So, this will be the acceleration. Okay. Now, we can find the tension in the string. How do we find the tension in the string? We have this relation, right, either equation 1 or 2 we can use, substitute the value of acceleration in this. So, we can use the equation 1. Okay. If you use this result in equation 1, what you will get? m1g minus T equal to m1a. This is our equation 1, right. So, T equal to how much? m1g minus m1a, okay, or m1 into g minus a. What is our a? Acceleration. Our acceleration is m1 into g minus, what is acceleration? m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g, right, into g. Okay. So, this is what is tension. Okay. We can rearrange it. So, g is common. So, we can write m1 g into 1 minus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2, right, 1 minus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. So, you can rearrange it, what will get? m1 g into m1 plus m2 minus m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2, right. Okay. So, m1 and m1 get cancelled. So, in the numerator there will be 2 m2, right, m2 plus m2, and the denominator n1 plus m2. So, we will get 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, right. So, this is what is our tension. This is what is the tension in the string. So, 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. Okay. So, the acceleration is m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, and the tension is 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. Okay. So, 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. So, let us discuss a problem based on this. We have a pulley and 2 blocks. Take this is some 10 kilogram and this is 2 kilogram. Find acceleration and tension, acceleration and tension in the string. This is 2, this is 10, right. So, how do we solve? We know this 10 kilogram will move down, 2 kilogram will move up, tension will be like this. Okay. Now, we can directly substitute the expression, we have the expression for acceleration and tension. So, we can substitute. So, what is expression for acceleration? A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, right. A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into G. So, take m1 as 10 kilogram here. So, 10 minus and m2 is 2, 2 by 10 plus 2 into G, right. So, is how much? 8 by 12, right, 8 by 12 G, or it is 4 by 3, right, sorry 4 by 6 or 2 by 3, 4 by 6 G or 2 by 3 G, right. If we take G as 10, we can write 20 by 3, okay, or 9.8. So, 2 into, we can express it as 2 by 3 G, okay, 2 by 3 G. So, this is what is the acceleration. Okay. Now, we need tension. So, what is the expression for tension in the string? Tension in the string, what is the expression? T equal to 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, right. So, how much? 2 into m1 how much? 10 into 2 by 10 plus 2 into G, okay. That is how much? 40 by 12 G, right, 40 by 12 G or 10 by 3 G, right, 40 by 12 or 10 by 3. Okay, 10 by 3 G. So, this is what is our tension. Okay. So, tension is expressed in Newton, right, that is a force actually. So, the SI unit is Newton, and this is in meter per second square. If all the data taken as in SI unit, so the acceleration unit will be meter per second square, and the tension unit will be in Newton. Tension is the force, right. Okay. So, acceleration is m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into G, and tension is 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2. Okay, let us discuss a problem based on motion along an inclined plane. So, we have a block, take it as 30 degree, this is the inclination, 30 degrees inclination. A block of 10 kilogram is placed. So, find the acceleration and normal reaction. Find acceleration and normal reaction. Okay. So, what is acceleration? What is expression for acceleration? A equal to g sin theta, right? A equal to g sin theta. So, how much? G into sin theta, sin 30, right? Sin 30 how much? 1 by 2, right? So, g into 1 by 2, that is g by 2, right? So, g by 2, this is the acceleration. If we take g as 10, it will be 5, right? 10 by 2, 5, or we can leave as such g by 2, that will be the acceleration. What about the normal reaction? So, normal reaction is n equal to m g cos theta, right? Normal reaction is m g cos theta. So, m how much? 10 into g into cos theta how much? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, right? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So, how much? 5 into 5 g root 3, right, or 5 root 3 g, 5 root 3 g, that will be the normal reaction in this case. Okay, 5 root 3 g. Clear? Let us find the time taken to reach the bottom. Assume that the length of the plane is this s equal to some 20 meter, take that as 20 meter. Now, what will be the time taken to reach the bottom? What is the expression? T equal to root of 2 s by g sin theta, right? 2 s by g sin theta. So, that is how much? Root of 2 into displacement how much? S, length of the plane 20 by g into sin theta how much? Sin 30 is 1 by 2, right. So, 2 into 20 by g into 1 by 2, how much? 2 into 20, 40 into 2, 80, right, 80 by g. If you take g equal to 10, you will get, if g equal to 10, you will get root 8. Okay. Otherwise, root 80 by g you can write, sorry, g equal to 10. So, root 8 will get. So, this will be the time taken. Okay. See here acceleration independent of mass, right. So, it is g sin theta independent of the mass, but normal reaction definitely depends on the mass of the block. Okay. So, in this session we discussed about the motion of acceleration or dynamics of a body along an inclined plane and motion over a pulley. In this session what are the results we get? That is, in the case of a motion along a plane, the acceleration is g sin theta, a normal reaction is m g cos theta, right. And in the case of motion over a pulley, the acceleration is m 1 minus m 2 by m 1 plus m 2 into g, right, or we can say the difference in mass, in numerator m 1 minus m 2, that is difference in mass, right, difference in mass by total mass into g, that is what is the acceleration, and the tension is 2 m 1 m 2 by m 1 plus m 2 by 2 m 1 m 2 into g by m 1 plus m 2, right, or 2 m 1 m 2 by m 1 plus m 2 into g. So, that will be the acceleration. Okay. I hope you understood everything. Okay. Thank you.